Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be doing my biggest book on haul ever. So I stopped counting at 67 books. I will leave the final number either in the title or posted on the screen here in front of me. But the reason that I am doing such a big unhaul is twofold. First part of the reason is that I have so many books. Even getting rid of all of these books that you see behind me, in my physical possession I still own 325 books. So this is a collection of books that I've been sent to review, books that I got a BEA, books that I've read, books that I haven't read, and it's just a lot of books. And I'm 22, going to be 23, looking at moving out and living on my own, and I know I'm not going to be able to take all of these books with me. Second part of the reason kind of goes to the first one, and that is I recently just got so overwhelmed by how much physical things I had in my house. So because I was getting so overwhelmed and I just felt like I had so many different things, I started doing some research and decided that I wanted to transition into living a minimalist lifestyle. So I'm about 1 week into this lifestyle change. I'm doing it with my mom and I've loved every second of it so far. I feel so free and so light and just so cleansed of everything. So I just feel so nice getting rid of all this clutter, and I feel so much less claustrophobic in my own space. So getting rid of all of these books is bittersweet, but I have my e-reader, I have my library, and that's just what I'm gonna do. If I read a book and I love it and I can't imagine my life without it, then I will purchase it. So because I have shelves now that I love every book that's on it, it just gives me such a sense of love and happiness looking at those books, and I want that in every aspect of my life. So yes, cheesiness aside, let's get right into the book unhaul. I mean, no offense getting rid of any of these books, obviously. It's just what I'm doing with my life right now. So I'm just grabbing from the books behind me, and the first 5 are Colleen Hoover books. I am keeping I think 4 or 5 other ones, but Hopeless and Losing Hope I have on my Kindle. And then I have Slammed, Point of Retreat, and This Girl. This was a series I was interested in reading, but I have since grown older and a lot of people said it was sad and heartbreaking, and I just don't feel like doing that to myself. Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver, also have this on my Kindle. Confessions by Kanae Minato. Killer Instinct by S.E. Green, Complicit by Stephanie Kewen, Flawed by Cecilia Ahern, Postmortem by Patricia Cornwell, The Hatching by Ezekiel Boone. I have a second copy of this in hardcover. My 4 Puffin chalk editions, so Peter Pan, The Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, and Black Beauty. This one I'm just unhauling because I didn't love the story. And then for these 3, I actually have 2 or 3 other editions of Alice in Wonderland that I like better. Same with Peter Pan and The Wizard of Oz. So I don't know if I'll exactly be unhauling these, more it's just giving them to my mom for her shelf. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, The Moment of Letting Go by J.A. Redmersky, A Mother's Reckoning by Sue Klebold, some more classics, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald, have another copy I prefer better, The Picture of Dorian Gray, never gonna reread this, Catch-22 by Joseph Keller. I've got some Shakespeare, So Much Ado About Nothing, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Twelfth Night. I've read Much Ado About Nothing and really enjoyed it, never gonna reread it, and then these 2 I can read online, like on my Kindle. Take a Chance and One More Chance by Abby Glines, the 7th and 8th book in the Rosemary Beach series. This one I think I gave 2 stars, and because of such I have no interest in reading the companion. Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia, DNF'd this at about 200 pages. Glimpse by Carol Lynch Williams, I think I gave this 2 or 3 stars. I should know, I read it like 2 weeks ago, but I've already gotten over it. I didn't love it. Dr. Sleep by Stephen King, I have this in hardcover. I have 3 nonfiction books, Devil's Knot by Mara Leverett, Dead Men Walking, and Serial Killers Up Close and Personal, both by Christopher Berry D. And then I've got some ARCs, Standoff by Andrew Smith, Blackbird by Anna Carey, The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, Be With Me by Jay Lynn, and Life Happens to Us by Ashta Deb. I'm also getting rid of the Grisha trilogy, I think that's what it's called, by Leigh Bardugo. I've never read or attempted to read any of these books, but I have them all on Kindle. So that is Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising. So I'm not able to hold all of these up, but I'm getting rid of all of my Cassandra Clare books. I'm just struggling to get my way through this series, and if I decide I do want to read them, I'll pick them up from the library, but other than that, I'm never going to reread them. So The Infernal Devices, Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess, The Bane Chronicles, my 6 Mortal Instrument books, and then I also have the Shadowhunters Codex. Time Bomb by Joelle Charbonneau, this is on my TBR for the month and was one of my most anticipated releases of this year, but I am quite disappointed with how much I didn't enjoy it. How to Love by Katie Cotugno, I have this on my Kindle. I am getting rid of the Burn for Burn trilogy by Jenny Han, I read Burn for Burn last year and enjoyed it enough. It wasn't one of my favorite books, and I haven't been eagerly anticipating picking up the other two books, so if I ever feel like reading them, my library does have them. All Fall Down by Allie Carter, Mr. Mercedes and Finders Keepers, both by Stephen King. It hurts to get rid of these books, but I started reading this one, gave up at about 150 pages, and will not continue. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. No interest. Sorry. Wicked by Gregory Maguire. I am getting rid of this because I have the pretty Barnes & Noble edition. And then the last 10 that I'm going to talk about are books that I have read and I've either rated low or just wouldn't read again. The Gift of Akbar by Og Mandino, Shattered Glass by Teresa Toden, How They Met and Other Stories by David Levithan, and 12 Days of Dash and Lily by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan. I am keeping Dash and Lily's Book of Dares because I enjoyed that one, didn't like this one. Kiss of Broken Glass by Madeline Kudrick, Wonder by R.J. Palacio, Nightmares by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller, Diary of a Haunting by M. Verano, The Violet Ends Anthology edited by Sean David Hutchinson, and last but not least, Pretty Girl 13 by Liz Coley. So yes, all of these books will be donated for the proceeds to go to charity, and I feel so much better having clear shelves and more space, and my house and my heart and just everything feels bigger now. So I'm really looking forward to that. So hopefully you guys aren't mad if I got rid of your favorite book. Again, I'm not doing it to be rude or anything like that. I just feel so much lighter and freer, and then I can support charities and my library. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.